With the removal of the famous left field from Glastonbury, the British festival season was beginning to look a bit apolitical this year. Step in Latitude, down here on the Suffolk coast, where the counterculture project Instigate Debate were holding a debate on tabloids, the street of shame. Have the tabloids got too much power? Are free sheets turning us all into free sheep? On the panel, a page 3 girl, Peter Todd, Terence Blacker, a columnist with The Independent, John McClure from Reverend the Makers, and our new Secretary of State for Culture, Media and Sport, Ben Bradshaw. Let the debate commence.
So, the subject of tabloid culture is our news media walking a new street of shame. You have the topics, you know who's sitting here, so can I have a question?
Conflict generated a need for celebrity by its demand for a replacement or disenfranchisement with religion.
People do get interested in those kind of celebrities because the media churn it out and churn it out and churn it out. But if you want your finger on the kind of cultural zeitgeist and want to know what's happening in the world, then sort of, you are kind of interested. Just because it's so there, we can't get away from it, and it's part of the society we're living in now.
I mean, John may want a media that is very dry and very informative and very serious and only talks about very important issues like climate change and MPs' expenses and wars. But I suggest that not many people would buy newspapers that only had that stuff in it. People also want to be entertained, and what's wrong with that?
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is don't make it the headline for 30 days running, Jade Goody. I'm not saying that we shouldn't talk about things. I'm not saying we shouldn't have page 3. There's a place for all them things. It shouldn't be on the headline of our national newspapers.
Is it the role of government to regulate how much of the media can be owned?
Obviously the government should control ownership of the press. I'd like to hear from Ben when they last did.
Rupert Murdoch owns 175 titles. Of his 175 titles, 175 of them supported the war in Iraq.
And if 175 titles are supporting it, then there's not that many other opinions being put out there.
I don't think people are happy with the media, but and they probably disagree with me. My view was that the media is a reflection of the way society and the culture is at the moment.
You've left out the power of the advertisers. Are they more important, and how much of an influence do they have on the news we read?
Ultimately, it's this thing about what you said at the beginning. Are you willing to pay for your news? If you pay for your news, then you don't get any influence from the advertisers.
I think something like Instigate Debate is great because you've got people from popular culture, people that people want to know about, showing that it's okay to have your opinion, and you don't have to have the same opinion as them. That's fine. It's fine to have a different opinion, but have an opinion, like say something. Like there's been a lack of communication in the generation that we live in, and I think this is a great opportunity for people to be able to voice that, whatever it would be.
I think the whole Instigate thing is really inspiring. You know, people were absolutely engaged in the debate. I mean, it's the perfect forum.
You know, with the MP scandal, the wars, and with the financial crisis stuff, there's a bit of a new mood coming in the country. And I think, you know, people do want to start talking about these things. You know, they want to come out of this kind of vacuous celebrity bubble we've all been living in for a few years.